I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock. Hi guys and ladies, you saw it. I tried ice fishing, but there was little ice and the water was muddy. I caught nothing and the ordeal was just boring. So let's try a new recipe with a Southwest flair. Chile's Relleno Casserole. And I found the recipe online. It looks so good and it's low carb too. The first thing we need to do is make a seasoning blend. You could use a store-bought taco seasoning, but those are loaded with unnecessary sugar. So this is easy. Watch. Let's start off with 2 tablespoons of good quality low sodium chili powder. Here's a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, 1 full teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 3 teaspoons of ground cumin. Here I've got 1 teaspoon of kosher salt with 2 teaspoons of pepper. Now we have enough seasoning for this meal and a couple of others. I'm just cutting some tomatoes for a salad. Gonna cut some onion strips too. Let's add a few chopped pecans. Let's add a little gorgonzola cheese. I'll toss this and we'll add our dressing at the table. Got about 1.25 pounds here of ground beef. Let's get this chili thing going. I'm opening 3 cans of whole green chilies. Whole, not chopped, see? Our taco seasonings are going in now. See, it's almost finished browning. 2 heaping tablespoons. And look, we have a lot left. I'm going to add, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of water because I don't know. The directions are unclear. I'm going to add a heaping teaspoon of this better than bouillon. You could use a bouillon cube, I guess. Boy, I gotta tell you, it smells wonderful. Just fabulous. I'm going to put this aside and start working on our chilies. Well, the idea is to put about 1 tablespoon of cream cheese into each one of these peppers. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going into a casserole anyway. There. Let's heat our oven to 350. This is not even in the recipe, but I don't feel right unless I spray cooking spray on my casserole dish. I'm supposed to put these chilies in that casserole dish now. I'm not sure how. That's a big dish for small chilies. You know, this dish is too empty. I'm gonna start this over and put them in a small casserole dish. This is too big. I don't know about you, but I don't like empty looking casserole dishes. Let's do this again. That's more like it, huh? There. I'm going to top this with our beef. Our seasoned meat. Oh no! Do not drop it on the stove. Try to get it in the casserole dish. No Mexican would confuse this with real chilies rellenos. This is like gringoized. Oh, it's perfect. It smells so good. I'm going to put this in the oven for 22 minutes. Uh-oh. I got a cast iron skillet in there. I'm gonna put our baby in the oven for 22 minutes. While our chili rellenos are in the oven, I have to tell you all that famous celebrity restaurant and food critic Miss Lulu Cheeks accepted my invitation for dinner tonight. Well, I'm thrilled. But you know, we've been seeing each other for over 50 years now, and yet she still seems to look upon marriage negatively. I've got to stress the positive more with her if I'm ever going to marry her. It's been 22 minutes. Let's get it out. Okay, it looks good. Now watch. I've got about 6 ounces of Colby Monterey Jack cheese. I'm just going to put it all on like a whole new layer. I'm going to put some more. I could use a little bit more. I've got a few more ounces. Let's add it. Oh, yeah. Whoa. More cheese is better. I'm going to put this in the oven to brown and melt for 5 more minutes. It's been 5 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh, it looks so good. It wasn't that easy. I mean, there's nothing to this meal, yet it's hearty and low carb. I almost forgot. I had these chopped onions. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's spread those on. I'll put it back in the oven. Oh, gotta have onions. But just a little more cheese to hide all those onions. Back in the oven. Well, here we are once again with the wonderful celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. Thank you so much for dining with me in my primitive prefab.
You're welcome.
And you had a chance to dine on my chili relleno casserole and my salad. And what did you think of
It was
those?
very delicious.
Really?
Everything was, the chili relleno was very tasty.
Wow.
And it looked like enchiladas, but it tasted like chili rellenos.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well,
and
gringo eyes.
yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And the salad was, full of every kind of delightful ingredient you could think of.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Miss Cheeks, you know our friends Leo and Lena. Well, Leo told me that 50 years ago, on his wedding day, he took the advice of his mother. And he and his wife now never go to bed angry. Isn't that so sweet?
Yes, Lena told me that same story, except that she added that she hasn't slept in 50 years.
Oh. Can I have a hug?